Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Elmo.
I'm Tuna.
So in these videos, we're going to be talking about last week's games. The final game on Sunday at 7:15 was Arsenal 1, Wolves 2.
Yeah, Pedro Neto opening scoring before Gabriel levelled it up at 1-1, and Pedence, made it 2-1 before half time. A few decent goals in this game.
Yeah, the
Uh,
the Neto goal, the ball come in. Kind of Wolves had a decent chance, but hit the bar, came back out to Neto, and he slotted it in.
yeah, it wasn't great from Arsenal on the left side of the pitch. Far too much space to pick across. And side the pitch where Traore was, and all game he was just running at his man, constantly beating him. And Arsenal didn't really look like getting going. And they had a couple of chances outside of the goal. A couple of balls played across the face of the goal. Aubameyang missed one. Saka missed one. And I mean, so far this season, not particularly two players you expect to miss decent chances. But the goal for Gabriel was a nice header, a good
Yeah,
run from him.
a good cross by Willian as well. We kind of slagged him off last week, saying he went missing and he weren't doing much. But fantastic ball from him and a good header from Gabriel.
It didn't last too long, though, did it? Before Pedence made it 2-1. A shot from Pedro Neto was fumbled by Leno, and for me, this is a fantastic goal because he managed to lift it over the defender who was diving in and then fire it into the back of the net.
Yeah.
And the composure and awareness to be able to do that is sublime, really.
I think Wolves definitely looked the better team. I think they definitely deserved it. Arsenal, some of their key players, it just seems like they've just gone missing. They've gone quiet, and that's obviously affecting Arsenal's form as well. Aubameyang, for one, he's for me, he's their main player, and is it because he's not being played in the right position? Is it the normal case of he's the one that's carrying the team and is just like giving up? But it seems that whatever's happening, you got Willian as well, who fantastic player at Chelsea, who should be doing better. So I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on at Chelsea. I don't know if it's the tactics, the players just giving up, or what.
Willian's first game this season, we heap praise on him for doing
Mm.
fantastic, and he's just gone missing.
I think this is the first time
And
we've mentioned him since.
I mean, they don't seem to have any players that are in fantastic form. You can rely on at all. I mean, you look at most teams at the moment: Fernandes for United, Jota for Liverpool, Sahar at Palace. You could pretty much go through any team, but Arsenal is the one that I cannot pick out anyone.
Mm.
Past seasons, obviously, you say it would have been Aubameyang, but he's just not doing it this year. And the problem is the backup in Lacazette isn't doing it.
No.
So, I mean, what does Arteta do? How long does Arteta have left to change it? Like, surely his job's got to be at risk. They're down in 14th. We're starting 34 years.
Yeah, possibly. It's not looking good for them at all. Like I say, they're down in 14th with 13 points. They, they 8 points away from relegation, which that's not a lot, but they also 8 points away from first.
Yeah, they are on the bottom end of teams that you could consider challenging at the moment, or up there. But another team that can't seem to get any run of form going. But if there's one game this season I can understand, that is this one. After what happened, so we don't want to touch on it too much. Just send our best out to Jimenez. And
Yes, there was a clash of heads between David Luiz and Jimenez. Both players not moving for a bit. Obviously, everyone you could see in the players' faces around Jimenez and David Luiz. They were calling the medical staff to get on as soon as possible. They managed to get David Luiz sat up, and he actually stood up for a moment before they sat him back down. Some blood to his head, so they just bandaged that up. But Jimenez just didn't seem to move at all. Got stretchered off, straight to the hospital, obviously. Yeah.
Went to the game on a fractured skull. And like I say, just football doesn't really matter, does it? Too much after that. You just hope for the player and hope to get him back as well as possible.
Best wishes to him. Who knows whether that's the end of his career or not. David Luiz continued playing. There was a few questions from pundits and other football players and that on Twitter saying, should he have been on there? Did they have time to test him properly and things like that? I know he got subbed at half time, but head injuries are very serious. We know that from past injuries, past collisions. And there's also a big discussion around heading the ball affecting players as they get older and suffering from dementia. So, it's not a nice thing for us to be talking about. But
Troy Deeney's come out and said, you should trust a player to say whether they can continue or not, but you can't quite trust a player to say whether they want to continue or not.
Not if they've got a concussion.
You go back to the Brighton game with Lallana having a knock all week and saying he can play. And obviously you can find that in our videos that have come out this week. I was talking about that, but you can't trust a player because they always want to play. And he actually had a response from Ryan Mason, who had a similar injury, who basically came out and said, no, it needs to be taken completely out of players' hands. There should be a independent doctor that isn't anything to do with either of the clubs to make the final call, and he's correct. Because while the physios are medical professionals, you're still hired by a club, and if you're getting pressure from your bosses to speed something up, then you can't do your job, can you? So there's definitely something that the world of football needs to look at. And I mean, you're never going to take it out of the game. It was an accidental collision, but you've got to make stuff as safe as you possibly can. And I don't know what you can do to sort it, but someone needs to come up with an idea. Someone a bit brighter than me.
Well, that could be anybody. You definitely need to look at the long term. Football players' careers, they usually end at 35, sometimes 40. Some go into coaching, some go into management, some go into punditry, some shouldn't go into punditry, but do, Michael Owen. But if head injuries like this, and if dementia is something that can be caused by constantly heading the ball and things like that, then I hope people are looking at this the right way and actually taking the right steps towards improving this. But yeah, hopefully Jimenez recovers, and whether we see him on the football pitch again or not, who knows? But best wishes go to him. Okay, guys, that's it for this week with the match reviews. I hope you enjoyed them all. Hopefully you check them all out. All 10 should be up now. Don't forget to check out next week's videos. There's also an FA Cup third round draw video that's been up, and there's going to be plenty more videos going up, not just us talking about the Premier League and the reviews and that. So please check them out along with our socials down below. Please subscribe, like this video, add a comment. I've been Elmo.
I've been Tuna.
And see you later.
Swim.